Hi everyone, welcome. This is episode 1476. It's Blind Magic in Alice Springs, and I am your presenter and host, Murray Stewart. Okay. I hope everyone had a wonderful Australia Day yesterday. I most definitely did. Went to the Australia Day Citizenship service here in Alice Springs. It was held indoors for the first time since I can't remember when. And yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. I just always have loved going to the citizenship portion of such services, seeing the new Australians, and they just seeing them beaming with happiness that they are finally in a country which will see them safe, and not only see them safe, but also ensure their prosperity. Yeah, that's right. So we are very lucky here in this wonderful country. And sometimes I don't think that we realise how lucky we are. So just seeing those new citizens from parts of the world which have been war-torn, just beaming with happiness that they are Australian citizens, it just makes me feel really, really good. And it should make all of us feel good. And I'll tell you what also made me feel good this morning. Kelly Sloan, the new opposition leader, she has 3 young boys. Yeah, she's the mother of 3 young boys. And she's decided that it's now time, not just because she has 3 young boys, I think it's been on her agenda. It's now time to put some time, energy, and even money into young boys and young men's. Yeah, young boys and young men, their mental health, their physical health, etc. Because something, sadly, men on average die 4 years earlier than women. And they're 3 times more likely to die of suicide. So there's a lot going wrong with men. There is, and we need to fix it. And, we only have to look at what's going on in the streets of our major cities and even in the rural areas to see that young boys are in crisis. So fixing it will fix a whole lot of things in our world. The crime will be sorted to a large degree, and family life will be sorted. Yeah, developing strong families. And I think a couple of things that she mentioned this morning give me great heart. She said it's about time we stopped demonising men just because they want to do masculine things. Yeah, what's that seen as by some? Yeah, toxic masculinity. I beg your pardon? What, because they want to do the sorts of things that men have been doing for many, many years, going out doing a bit of hunting and fishing, playing footy, and just doing men things. Nothing wrong with that. And it makes a man happy, very happy. So I think the name calling, that'd be one of the things that I would stop immediately. Just educate the public that calling men all sorts of names is not going to be healthy at all. Because the first thing that needs to happen is men need to have a very, very good view of themselves and they understand that masculinity is actually a quality, a real quality, and it's not to be scorned at. And if it's not scorned at, then men will start feeling so much better about themselves. And if men are feeling fantastic about themselves, then they're going to find less reason to be doing some of the things that lead to an unhealthy society, like, some of the crime that we see on our streets. As I said, if men feel good about themselves and we tell them how wonderful they are, then there's going to be a huge difference in the way in which the world is. And we must remember that men deserve a thank you. Yes, they do. They deserve a thank you because it's been largely men who have done the heavy lifting when it comes to building our roads, our hospitals. Yeah, all of the infrastructure that we rely upon every day, our rail system. Mostly that heavy work has been done by men. So, yeah, if you know of someone who's been involved in that sort of work, tell them how proud you are of them and tell them and say to them, thank you. And what about our police force and our army? You know, when most of us run from danger, they're running towards danger in order to keep us safe. So you blokes out there, you deserve a big pat on the back and a big thank you. And don't you ever change. Don't you ever change. The only thing that you may need to do is maybe occasionally go and have a little bit of a checkup at the doctor's just to make sure that everything's A-OK. I did that recently. Yeah, I did, following a bit of a bowel cancer scare, and so I went along and did what was necessary to confirm that I'm actually clear of cancer. So, yeah, that's what you got to do, guys. Just check it all out if you've got any doubts and get it off the agenda. And the only way to get it off the agenda, as I said, is by working with your health professionals to get it all sorted. I think we're so lucky to have the men in our life, and Australian men in particular. If we're talking about Aussie men, whoa, have they been doing the heavy lifting? Not only just right here in Australia, but as I said, the construction of infrastructure projects and keeping us safe. But whoa, they've been our soldiers are known as the bravest soldiers in the world by the Americans and the Brits. Oh yes, I'm very, very happy when Aussie men were there with them on the front line. Very, very happy, because Aussie men are known to have great brevity and great skills. Yeah, so I think Kelly Sloan is on a 100% winner, and it's wonderful to see a politician, yeah, sure, driven by the fact that she has 3 young boys of her own, but good on her, putting her concerns about her young boys into action for all of the boys and men out there. And as I've said, and I'll say it again, if our boys and men are looked after, then everyone's going to be looked after. Everyone. All of the women folk, you'll be looked after. Oh, yes, you will be. Yeah, so that's my thought for today. Oh, I don't know what's going on with me at the moment. Talking about checking things out, you do know that I do have post-stroke epilepsy, and my brain is playing all sorts of tricks at the moment. I need to get on top of it. I truly do. I've just done my daily exercise. That has made me feel better. And now I've put down this podcast, a part of my therapy for today. The fact that I've got this one down and it sounds okay to me, I hope it sounded okay to you. So until we meet again, folks, this has been episode 1474, a Blind Magic Communications production.